Hey there, Leo. Welcome to reading for mid-December 2023. You have this bear card and this eagle card. I feel like you've been preparing yourself. The bear is, of course, a card of preparation because bears hibernate. So I feel like you've been collecting and gathering your energy. It's almost like, I get this feeling here, Leo. It's so weird. I feel like some of you, it's almost like you've been forced to take a break, but like not in a bad way, It's almost like something has happened in your life or come into your life that has caused you to, I don't want to say step back, but just, conserve a little bit more energy in your life. And again, I feel like this is a good thing. I definitely don't feel like this is a bad thing. I think that the word efficiency comes up for you quite a bit in your readings. And I do feel you Leo people that, a lot of the energies you're going to be working through in 2024 are just you discovering ways to make your life more efficient, which is a good thing. Again, there's nothing wrong about that, right? There's nothing wrong with that. And the only thing I will say is that I think it's going to require you to be flexible, to be open to different ways of doing things, and all that other stuff that I say to you every single reading, right? So here, Leo, this looks very good to me here. I do want to start here because you have the eagle and this bear. The weird thing about the eagle is I do feel like some of you feel like you were on top, or, maybe some of you feel like you have peaked is what I'm feeling. That's not even what this card means, by the way. But, I read intuitively, and that's the message that I'm getting here off of the eagle, is that you feel like you were on top and now, or that you have peaked and now you're coming down. Didn't I say this to you recently? I'm pretty sure I did. But I feel like this is saying, no, that's not even true. I feel like and maybe if you feel like you're going down, right, at this moment, I really feel it's for this. It's to gather your resources, to gather your energy, to prepare for something that you are going to be working on is what it looks like to me. You have the Five of Swords, the Justice card, and the Page of Cups here. There's definitely some sort of risk that you need to take, but it's not like a risk, right? We're not talking about something like jumping out of an airplane or something like that. We're talking about maybe the risk of you starting a new career, but maybe you've had a career for a long time. The risk of you saying something and being wrong. Again, I keep telling people that during Pluto and Aquarius, I think what will feel risky to all of us is saying something and people being like, "You're stupid, you're fat, you're whatever," right? And so, basically, we could be fearing criticism, or we could be fearing that we're going to say something and be wrong. But really, the people who do that, who do say things and are willing to be wrong, are going to be the ones that are right. So, don't be afraid to speak up. Don't be afraid to, share your ideas with the world, and don't be afraid to take that type of risk. You have the Justice card here. Definitely could be love coming in. You have like the best love reading, I would say, out of everyone pretty much. I only have one more reading to do for mid-December. You have the Two of Cups, the Lovers, the Page of Cups, Knight of Cups. I mean, really good. So, could be a Libra or a water sign, really, is what I see here. You've been getting a water sign with me for a while, so wouldn't surprise me if some of you were with a water sign. But, and by the way, if you're already in a relationship, this also looks very, very good. If you are in one, you have the Eight of Pentacles, which is like working on things, so it looks really good. But the Justice card can also represent balance and like trying to balance things out. You have the Page of Cups. Like I said, this could definitely be love coming in for you. Looks like there needs to be communication. This right here gives me Secret Admirer vibes, going Ace of Swords to the Moon. The reason I say that is because the moon is hidden. The moon is an illusion or a fantasy, something that you are just dreaming about. So some of you could have your eye on a person, or a person has their eye on you, and it's like there needs to be flirting, talking, something has to happen here for this to work out. For others, I also feel like I literally feel that you could be having visions here, like this way. And it's like these are moments where maybe you are saying to yourself like, oh, am I capable of, starting that business? Am I capable of, creating that this dream that I want on Earth? And I feel like you are. I literally get something about like your visions, or, needing to trust your visions or something like that. With the Five of Swords, you have this Principle card. I feel like the only thing that's going to get in your way is your rules here, Leo. I feel that for some of you that you could have these rules in your head that don't really exist. If I were Leo, I would be super careful of those moments where you say like things should go this way, right? And I'm not a criticism at all. I'm just telling you, I got this energy for you for like in the 2024 readings, but I just get this energy of thinking like, oh, the world should work this way, right? Whatever that means for you, right? And I'm not saying that you can't have your beliefs or anything like that, but what I am saying is that I would just be flexible. This whole entire reading is basically saying be as flexible as possible and don't get locked into thinking like, oh, when I work with a customer or client that it needs to go this way, or they should understand this, or, if you get into a relationship, oh, someone should just be able to read my mind or whatever. It's like those are the moments where I believe you're going to have a hard time. And again, not a criticism at all, totally get it, but I would just watch out for it, because maybe if you can look at those moments and be like, oh, I'm being inflexible, maybe I should just see what's going on. I think it'll help you get through things faster. With the Justice card, you have this Riches card. Definitely, like I said, money looks good. I think you're worried about money, plain and simple. You have that Bear card and the Eagle card. I feel some of you, like I said, they're not bad cards, but I read intuitively, and really my intuition was telling me on those two cards that you are saying to yourself that you have peaked or something like that. And I do feel like some of you are worrying about money, but you shouldn't be. I'm pretty sure I said this in your last reading as well. I feel that there's a lot of success and a lot of opportunity, but it is going to come from doing something different. You literally have this card over here that says adjustments are required. So if you are willing to adjust your position, your perspective, how you make money, how you create abundance, even if you're retired, right? I think if you are willing to adjust, you will be very, very successful. With the Page of Cups, you have the achievement card. Yeah, there's like some sort of achievement. That's kind of like what I'm getting here. Some of you, it's like you're not meant to be doing something anymore. I think you're meant to grow. Like one of my favorite people of all time, Jim Rohn, he says, he's famous for saying like, how much does a tree grow? And the answer is as much as possible. And so there are no limits. But as humans, it's like we go get a job and we just like stay stuck in that position, right? There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying there's something wrong with that, but again, I believe we're meant to grow as much as possible. And that's kind of like what I see here. It's like you're not. Some of you might feel like you're doing something like leaving a job behind, or maybe you're feeling like you have peaked in your career, which there could be an element of truth to that. But I feel like what the universe is saying is like, no, you've peaked in this career, but there's something much bigger where you are meant to grow that you are stepping into. And again, I'm not even saying that you have to change, right? I'm not even saying that you have to go get a new job. But, this could be you getting a promotion, working towards getting a promotion, asking for a raise, asking for a promotion, doing something to, take over a company, right? For others, if you have a business, it's like you could be doing new things to, kind of spread your tentacles out there and get more attention, or to do whatever. Same thing in love. It's like you could be no longer limiting yourself and saying, I'm going to stop dating the bozos and I'm only going to date the winners, right? So, I feel a lot of this stuff going on here. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this Love and Prosperity card. There you go. You have this Knight. It says Triumph over Adversity. I definitely feel like there could be a Knight in Shining Armor. You have the Knight of Cups showing up here. I feel like you need to see it. And yeah, I feel like there's someone really interested in you. I've been getting this for you for a couple weeks, that you're like meeting a person, and I feel that there's a lot of attention or attraction here. I'm getting something about work, and I'm pretty sure, sorry if I'm repeating myself, but I'm pretty sure I said this last time. It's like you meet this person through work or business or your career. It could be like at work, like if you work somewhere, you could be meeting this person there or something like that. I don't know. I just get something about work always for you. And even if you're retired, again, you could be going into someone's business and you could be meeting a person there or something. I don't know. But whatever. I also feel that love and prosperity are tied together. I feel that for a lot of you, that if you are doing what you love, you will obviously create more prosperity. You have the Two of Swords, Ace of Swords, and Six of Pentacles. I don't know. Every single reading I do for you, you get this card, Leo. So, yeah, like this or that thinking is going to get you in trouble. Since we had that eclipse in Taurus last year, right? During that, I remember because it came up for every freaking person I read for, flexibility, adaptability during those eclipses, during that set of eclipses, Scorpio, Taurus. But what I would say here is that I would be as flexible as possible and look into flexibility. If again, this or that thinking might get you in trouble. And I think for you to be super successful, that flexibility, or just being willing to say, you know what, my idea for business didn't work, I'm going to try something else. My idea for dating this person didn't work, I'm going to go try a different type of person, or I'm going to try, a different place to find a person, or whatever. I really feel that the solution is that simple. Like whatever you want in life, it is as simple as just saying, I'm just going to try something else. And if you do that, you will clearly triumph over adversity. You have the Ace of Swords, which is a victory. Ace of Swords literally represents triumph over adversity. There are these mountains on the Ace of Sword, and the sword is above the mountains. It literally represents overcoming obstacles, and it says that you will always be able to overcome obstacles. So I really feel that here, Leo, where it's like you are having accomplishments or creating victories. You have the Six of Pentacles. I feel like you're realizing that you can't give your energy to too much. There's a lot that you want to do in your life, and I'm not saying you can't do all those things, all the things that you want to do, right? But what I am saying is I think that there's only so many hours in a day, so I kind of see this as a neutral card in your reading. I think it's saying that you really maybe are spending, not just right now, but 2024, looking at things you put energy into, and it's almost like you're saying that you're really going to focus on some things, and other things you're maybe going to put off till later, or if you have a business, you can hire people to take care of things for you, and the list goes on and on there. So I feel a lot of you are more channeling your energy at this time into things that work. So let's see what is going on here. With the Ace of Swords, or sorry, the Two of Swords, you have the organization card here. Again, this card, it's not a bad card, but these cards, there's this card, there's another one called the Convention, and so I would be careful of needing things to work in a certain order. I would just be flexible. Like I said, I feel that'll help you the most. But that is a card of abundance. With the Ace of Swords, you have this generosity card. Look at this. Riches, generosity. I really feel the universe wants to bless you. It's like the universe wants to, bring you success and abundance and good things into your life. And it's something that you've been working towards for a long time. With the Six of Pentacles, you have this manipulation card. This is actually a good card. It's not bad manipulation. It's just manipulating the energy, using whatever you believe in, law of attraction, hard work, whatever, doesn't matter. But I feel that this is about, as above, so below. It's about matching energy, being on your right path, right? Being being on your purpose, or whatever you want to call it. And, that's what I kind of feel like you're doing here. Next, in the area of what's coming towards you, you have this card that says take time to breathe out. You have this card that says adjustments are required. So again, I think that if something doesn't work, just try something else. I don't think you know exactly what you're doing right now. But the secret to life, Leo, is that no one has a freaking clue what they're doing, right? No one actually knows what they're doing. You have the moon. The moon is just winging it, right? The moon is part of the fool's journey. The fool has to walk down this path that's on the moon, and it's like if you're ever outside on a full moon, it's kind of light. You can kind of see things around you, but there are shadows being cast by the moon, and that's what represents the illusion part. It's like you're not sure if those shadows are real or fake. It's like, did you see a monster or not, or was it just a shadow from a tree, right? And so the moon, to me, I actually personally like the moon card. I think the moon gets a bad rap. Yeah, it can represent fears, fantasies, illusions, but nowhere on the moon does it say stop. It says keep going to get to those mountains, because those mountains represent an achievement. It doesn't even want to focus. So let's see. But whatever, I quit. But anyway, I feel for a lot of you that you need to get to those mountains. I also feel this is part of the journey that you're on. And it's like, I feel like it just says you have no clue what's next, right? You have the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is a perfect match. So I do feel like there could be a perfect match coming in for you in love, if you want love. And for some of you, I feel like you already have love, by the way. So, again, I think if you are in a relationship, it looks like you're putting the work in and it looks good. If you don't have a relationship, again, I feel there's a perfect match coming in for you. Could be a lot of communication between you and a person here. And so I feel a lot of you could be really strongly communicating with a new person that's entering into your life. Again, I feel like you could be meeting this person through work. You have the Eight of Pentacles here, or there's some sort of work connection here. I feel maybe you do the same type of work. Maybe you both have the same type of business. Maybe you meet at a work conference or something like that. I don't know. Whatever. Take it how it resonates, right? But regardless, I feel like there's something about work. The other thing I'm getting is that you're both working towards the same things. So if you're not meeting this person through work, I kind of feel you're meeting someone where you're on parallel paths. You're both spiritually working on the same things. You're going through the same spiritual lesson, or you're both learning the same things, or you're working on the same things. Definitely popping into my head. I also see your finances improving as well. I think if you would just let go, right, of your Leo rules here, and again, not a criticism at all, but I think there are certain rules where if you would let go of those rules, you would find a lot of success, or you are going to. With the Moon card, you have this acquisition card. This is my fancy couple card. definitely a love coming in for you. I kind of look at these two as divine counterparts. So divine counterpart. What's also super interesting is that there are two snakes above each person. So like I said, it's like two people who are going through the same transformation, or two people who are going through the same transition, or something like that, right? With the Two of Cups, you have this resistance card. I do feel like there is a little bit of resistance to getting into a relationship if you're not in one, right? And, there could be something going on here. Like, again, if you work together, there might be rules where you can't date each other or whatever. But I kind of feel like you'll easily overcome whatever that is, whatever those rules are. With the Eight of Pentacles, you have the seduction card. Yes, definitely. I feel like you've had your eye on this person for at least a few months, or vice versa. They've had their eye on you. This is Jupiter and Pisces. We had Jupiter and Pisces, of course. So you maybe since last year even, you've had your eye on this person, right? Obviously Jupiter's in Taurus right now, but what I'm saying is maybe you had your eye on this person since Jupiter and Pisces. But I also just feel there could be like a very strong connection coming in here. The other thing is again, I would push through resistance. I would push through those moments where you normally would give up on something and, get to the other side. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this Wonders card and this Courage card. And sorry, I have major butterfingers today, but, I feel for a lot of you that, courage is the name of the game for you, and you're a Leo. You have courage, right? Bravery. And you have the Fool. And the Fool is about having courage to take a leap of faith. The Fool is about being willing to be a contrarian, being willing to go against the grain and do things that most people don't do. The Wonders card is kind of like my tip of the iceberg card. It's almost like you are only seeing this much down here of something, and you're not seeing all of this up here. And so I kind of feel that some of you are, at this point in life where it's like if you were down here, you wouldn't be able to see the other side of this crystal over here, right? So it's almost like you're just staring into the abyss, which is like this blackness in the middle that's going like down here, right? And sorry, my camera's reversed and I can't move my finger in the right direction here. But what I would say is I feel like you're staring into the blackness, but it's like what's on the other side of that is the rest of the crystal here. So there's like, I think that some of you are taking a leap of faith into the unknown, or you need to, and I feel that's going to lead to a lot of success for you. So I would encourage you to take some sort of risk or a leap into the unknown. I also feel like you're being encouraged to kind of like make a change or change something in your life. So there you go. You have the Lovers. The Lovers could, of course, represent love entering into your life. So if you want love, I feel you could be finding love, or you could be finding a person who's going to be really good for you. I feel for a lot of you that you could be getting a lot of attention as well. So I would get out there if you're looking for love. I really do feel there's something like divinely guided. This is your higher self angel. It's almost like the universe is bringing two people together. So I feel for a lot of you, it's like you're attracting a person where it's like you're both being brought together. You have the Knight of Cups, so definitely a knight in shining armor. If you don't want love, this could be part of your dream. It's like you have a big picture idea of something you've always wanted in your life, something you want to achieve. And I feel that now it's the time. I almost feel like this is a state. Like, that's the word I'm getting. Not as in a state, as in a place you live, like, Connecticut or something like that, right? The worst state, but that's neither here nor there. But what I would say is that, there's almost like a certain state, like energetic state that you want to get to. And this could be like safety, security, comfort, protection, like feeling those feelings all the time. And I really see you being focused on like creating a state. With the Fool card, you have the resourcefulness card. Yeah, I definitely feel it is a time of resourcefulness. So I would be as resourceful as possible, Leo. With the Lovers, you have the restlessness card. It's almost like you're channeling your restlessness, your restless energy into something, which is a good thing. Again, I think this is good. I think that Leos can be restless. And so if you're feeling restless, I feel you need a hobby, or you need something to put that energy into so that you can become successful, right? With the Knight of Cups, you have this impulsiveness card. I do feel like you have experienced impulsiveness, or you have gone through a period of impulsiveness. But now you're kind of like more focused on building things that are longer term. And it's kind of like a weird message that I'm getting there, honestly. I feel like you're seeing how certain things that you work on don't last for a very long period of time. And you're much more focused on building long-term things, businesses, careers, relationships, whatever. So let's see. Yeah, damn. This is very, very good, Leo. We're pulling 5 main themes. And you have this coins card. It says money will be coming to you. So, again, I feel that you're worried about money. I got that feeling at the beginning of your reading. I feel that there's more money coming in. Wouldn't even worry about it. You have this 4-leaf clover. It says great good fortune. Like, are you kidding me? Definitely good fortune's coming in for you. I feel like some of you do not believe it as well. It's like, you're like, no, there's no way. But I'm telling you right now, no matter, I think you need to realize that no matter what your situation is, it's like you have always been there for yourself is what I'm hearing. I feel like you've always been the one to pull yourself out of things, right? And I think you need to slap yourself upside the head and realize that, because if you did, I feel like it would empower you, and you would be like, oh my God, I can make $1 million if I wanted to. I can, I've done it before. It's like once you've done something once, it's easy to do it again. And I feel that's what you need to realize here. You have this May card, and you have this Quill card. It says get back to basics. Yes, every single person for months has been getting these cards of keeping it simple. So I would just start small and keep things simple and don't make things too complicated. You have this parrot. It says someone will gossip about you and all your secrets. Every single person has been, for months has been getting these cards of gossip. I would ignore it. You have this arrow card. It says you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. So you're going in the right direction. This is like major confirmation, and I feel like you need to keep going. I think the fear for you, Leo, is that you're leaving something behind that has been established. So, I always get this for you, that some of you could be, leaving a business, leaving a career, or it's like you need to make a change in your career. And I'm not saying you have to leave, right? Maybe you just know that you have to push yourself to like upgrade your career or something like that. And that's what I feel like is going on here, is that you're on the right path. You need to keep pushing. But it looks really good, Leo. Love it. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your month.